right now, Dallas Braden getting set for this game against the Tampa Bay Rays.
So Braden set to go to work. Let's take a look at the Rays lineup for this afternoon. Familiar names. Bartlett at short, Crawford in left, Zobrist at second, Longoria at third, Pena at first. Upton is in center, Ibar the DH, Navarro the catcher, Gabe Kaplan is in right field. Defensively for the Athletics, Patterson, Davis, and Sweeney in the outfield, Kuzmanov, Pennington, Rosales, Barton. On the infield, Landon Powell catches, and Dallas Braden looking for win number 4.
Well, he's trying to end his personal 2-game losing streak and try to win the series for the Athletics this weekend, making his 7th start. One of those against the Tampa Bay Rays, one that he'd like to forget and have a win today because of it. He went just 4+ innings in that game, gave up 6 runs, 6 earned runs, and 8 hits. But his downfall, and he talked about it, was walking a couple of batters in the 5th. And he seemed like in the game with runners got on base, he has a tremendous move. Guys don't even try to run on him, but he seemed to be very quick to the plate, and as a result was missing location. So he is a great student of the game. I'm sure watched some videos from DVDs from Adam Roden on that performance, and will make a change and try to win the series for the A's and for Dallas Braden to win his 4th game.
So Bartlett steps in, and we're set to go. Rays won Friday night 4-1. A's won yesterday 4-2. So we've seen some pretty good pitching in this series.
Pink bats will be used by many of the players today. This Mother's Day. And
pink wristbands as well.
Yeah.
Players have the choice. They can use the pink bat if they would like. Kuzmanov reaches up and grabs the line drive, and that's the first out of the ball game.
Oh, it's always not to get a Kuz on the first play of the game. And ball might have been hooking foul anyway, but no chances to take because Kuzmanov playing even with the bag, able to reach up and possibly rob Bartlett of extra bases. To play even the bag with a lot of these guys because they can bunt and they can run.
Carl Crawford steps in. First pitch a bit low. 316 for Crawford. 3 home runs and 15 runs batted in.
Well, yesterday afternoon, bullpen did a great job following Ben Sheets, and one of the biggest was Jerry Blevins striking out Carl Crawford with a couple of runners on base.
Down the left field line toward Jerry Blevins and his bullpen mates. So 1-2 the count. Bounce to first. Barton gets a nice big hop, and Crawford is retired, and that's the second out. This was before the game. It was great to see youngsters head out to the positions with the A's players, and today we're joined by their mothers, which is great.
Yeah, that's outstanding. The kids take the field with the A's, and it's a Sunday special day. Every Sunday at the Coliseum, you see the kids do that. Well, what a thrill to be a little leaguer and go out on the field and stand and look up and say, wow, look how tall this place is. Look how big it is. And some of the major league players say it when they've played in the minor leagues. They've never played on a triple deck stadium. Dallas Braden already mixing the speeds on his fastball and changeups and working quickly as always.
And a quick 0-2 to the switch hitting Ben Zobrist. Changeup loop to left center. Rajay Davis coming in, and he will get there, and he takes care of it in a 3-up, 3-down inning. A's come to bat in the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at their lineup. Pennington, Barton, and Sweeney at the top, and then Kuzmanov, the cleanup hitter, followed by Chavez, Rosales, Patterson, Howell, and Davis. Crawford, Upton, Kapler in the outfield. Longoria, Bartlett, Zobrist, Pena, and the infield. Of course, Deanna Navarro, the catcher, and James Shields, a very good right-hander. And as we said, A's pregame live, Ray, be interesting to see the adjustments the A's make from the last time he faced them. Last time the A's faced Shields, when he struck out 12.
Well, it is a rematch, as we saw yesterday. Davis and Sheets, a rematch in Tampa in the first game and the second game. Two starters the same today. Sheets got some run support and took it to the house, as they say, with the 12 strikeouts. So that is always the key. You get some runs on the board, which Ben Sheets did yesterday, and really helped him to get out of the gate very, very well.
2-1 to Pennington, who's hitting .272 with 3 homers and 16 runs batted in. He rips that one, kind of a fastball up in the zone. Pennington tomahawked it, but right into the glove of Gabe Kapler for the first out.
Oh, when you're 13-2 on the road and you have the best record in baseball, you're going to have a lot of success out of your starters, and that's what's happened with James Shields. His 7th start, he is perfect at 4-0 with a 3+ earned run average. 43 strikeouts already in just 40 innings. What does that tell you? He can punch them out, and it is usually with the changeup, and he throws it so well, and I'm sure a lot of times is the case. They can use the fastball, sneak it by guys. You know, he had a good evening with a day game yesterday.
Yep.
Joe Madden, the manager. He's a chef. Does a great job of preparing food, which he does in the off season.
So he had a few rrestaurants to choose from in the city.
Yeah, and you know, Joe is so good in the off season. He has a function in Tampa called Thanksmas. Combination of Thanksgiving and Christmas.
All right.
Feeds a lot of the people in the area, and Joe does the cooking himself. He is excellent. Wine connoisseur, so he's got it all.
Martin rips one to right. Kapler's going to grab this one. A couple of hard hit balls, but Kapler takes care of them both. 2 outs. Ryan Sweeney, .297 with a homer and 18 RBIs. Behind in the count, quickly 0-2 to Shields. Strike 3 called. 3 pitches. Sweeney is gone. Fastball on the outside corner. Evan Longoria steps in against Dallas Braden. No score, top of the 2nd inning. Longoria, Pena, and Upton. Longoria, .333 with 7 homers and 23 runs batted in. Does not have a hit in this series. He has walked 3 times. Sign of a good player. Even if they don't get any hits, they still seem to be kind of in the middle of their offensive rallies.
Longoria with his speed. I mean, he's a 5-tool player.
Yep.
They talk about the power and hit for an average, speed, arm. He can do it all. And very patient at the plate, but once he gets on base, he's a threat to steal. Threat to take an extra base, which he did Friday night, that helped the Rays score their first run on a single by Ibar.
3-1 pitch right on the outside corner. Braden kind of eased it in there, and it's a full count.
Well, Longoria started at first base, and it's interesting. Normally, the home plate umpire, we will get a delay. Fans will see the delay, but normally the home plate umpire bellows out something if it's a strike. Should not have to wait that long to decide whether you're going to run or not.
High left center field. Davis over, Patterson over, and it's going to be Rajay Davis who has it. So that is out number 1. Well, it is indeed Mother's Day, and we asked Dallas Braden about pitching.
It's not about who you're playing. It's not about what you're up against. It's just about that day in general, what it means, what it stands for, and really where I'm at on that day in my life. That's what that means. That's the realization that you know what, our dream came true, because that's not this just wasn't my dream. She made a lot of sacrifices to just get me here, and I'm just glad that I could keep plugging along and eventually reach this point and hopefully stay here.
A great play. Derek Bart hangs in there on a tough hop, but you're right. If you have not seen this flip video, it's pretty cool. Slide it in your pocket.
Center fielder, number 2, B.J.
The old Adam ball, Derek Barton making a very good play, kind of took him off his feet. Hard hit ball by Carlos Pena, and Carlos in a little bit of a slump now, but usually what happens, you hit the ball hard, it's usually at someone. Derek Barton, a Gold Glove first baseman. As far as defensively, he can play. You know, there's some other good first basemen in the American League. One of them, who was won a Gold Glove, Carlos Pena at first base, and Can do it all because Euclid and Teixeira. But Derek Barton's getting that category with his defensive play at first.
Just a bit inside to B.J. Upton. 231 with 4 home runs and 17 runs batted in for Upton.
B.J., of course, in case you're unaware of what B.J. stands for, is Boss Man Jr.
I want to meet Boss Man.
I bet Justin and B.J. really can't wait for Father's Day to show their appreciation for the Boss Man.
Strike 3 call. Fastball right there. Upton took it. So 6 up, 6 down.
So a lot of reasons to come to the Coliseum to watch your Oakland A's of 2010.
Kuzminov, Chavez, Rosales for the A's, bottom of the second. The A's with a 16-15 record, a game behind the Texas Rangers in the AL West. Angels are 3.5 back. Seattle 5.5 back. Rangers have just gone ahead of the Royals 4-2 in the 3rd inning down in Arlington. Keep an eye on that game. Rangers going for the 4-game sweep. Kuzminov, line drive down the left field line, and that's a base hit. Crawford hustles it in.
Now Dallas Braden with a strikeout. Home plate umpire Jim Joyce said yes, strikeout, and
Batting in the 5th position, designated hitter.
big pump from the big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas in that zone looking for some offense. Last 2 starts to not get a lot of run support from his club, although he knows he gave up too many in St. Pete with the Rays home park.
Eric Chavez. Pretty good game yesterday for Eric Chavez. Love to see him string some hits together. A couple of hits yesterday. Had a sacrifice fly.
A deep ball, deep fly ball to left center field, and a solid base hit to left field. Had a check swing base hit, so a good day all around for Xavi.
Bounced into right field, a base hit. Gets it through the infield. So back-to-back singles by Kuzminov and Chavez to open up the bottom of the second.
Well, Eric Chavez on his changeup. If you get a chance, watch this swing. Watch where his bat is. The next one's coming. This is the key in the side swing. Watch the bat. Stays back. Body goes forward, plants the foot, but the bat staying back. He got a changeup, and with his power in the upper body, able to pull the ball hard into right field. But if the bat goes forward, you have nothing left. You either pop the ball up or hit a weak ground ball. Jim Scaling, the best. The A's hitting coach at that angle down towards the bat rack. He was able to see that swing perfectly. And Xavi keeping the bat back.
So here's Rosales. After the first pitch, pops it up. Foul territory. Pena battling that wind. He makes the catch. Kuzminov thought about going. Pena a little nonchalant, but Kuzminov decided to stay at first.
Well, Adam Rosales, of course, coming over from Cincinnati. Kuz knows he can only go back and tag. It's a foul ball, but at least fake, maybe draw, throw. The A's will go to Arlington, Texas, and Anaheim for the next 6 games starting Tuesday. And that ball that was just hit by Rosales, it's in the seats. That's the difference, and that's why pitchers love to pitch here. That's why Rich Hard pitched so well against the A's Monday. All this foul territory outs instead of giving extra chances to hitters.
I mean, it's a big deal even if you get 1 extra out in a game.
Absolutely. You can imagine Shields still pitching to Rosales if
That's right.
St. Pete.
There's that changeup that we talked about in our opening. It's a good one, and it's 0-2 to Eric Patterson. Just doesn't make any difference what the count is. Shields will throw it any time. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Second strikeout for Shields, and quickly there are 2 outs.
Well, it's a case of throwing change-ups and all of a sudden a little bit more on the pitch. The fastball nailing the outside corner. So a hopeful inning, now down to 2 outs after a pop-up and a strikeout.
So Landon Powell will hit. Well, last year Landon Powell was so good in these type of situations. He did not get a chance to play a lot last year, but when he did, he always seemed to knock in a run.
Well, he's due for one of the bloops to fall in, and maybe this will be the time with a pink bat, and he'll try to use it all the time. Take it on the road.
1-1 to Powell. You saw the slow start. 1 for 17 for Landon. Lays off. Rajai Davis would hit next if Powell can get aboard. Left center field, and that's going to get down, and that's a base hit. Kuzmanov digging home. He will score. Chavez to third, and Landon Powell comes through. The A's lead 1-0.
Just a matter of time for big Landon Powell. He's getting an opportunity to play pretty consistently now with Kurt Suzuki on the DL. Stayed back, got the count 2-1, and a fastball away, slicing drive into left center. Landon Powell, like Xavi, keeping the bat back, using the upper body, and placed perfectly in left center to score the A's first run. Xavi had to hurry to third because Carl Crawford can cut off some balls in the gap.
Fastball for a strike to Rajai Davis.
He's got on the board first yesterday, although the Rays came back right after that to score a couple more. But that was it for the remainder of the game. Great pitching by the A's yesterday.
On the ground to second. Zobrist takes care of Rajai Davis, but the A's get a run thanks to Landon Powell's 2-out RBI hit. The sun has come out, and right now it's a pretty nice day. If there's ever a day where it should be a nice, warm, sunny day, it should be Mother's Day.
Well, I think we've had enough rain in California. You know, that song about it never rains in California.
Yes, it
I don't know
does.
about that. This is May the 9th and it's raining. With the sun coming out, the ladies with the cap, the hats, not real bonnets, I don't think, but looking good. Just enjoying a nice day at the Coliseum.
Strike 3 called. Willie Ibar takes a fastball, 85 miles an hour, right down the middle.
Now Dallas Braden using both sides of the plate. Look where his catcher Landon Powell is set up, and that's a great location. It's forcing Dallas Braden to get the ball in there. And to get a little movement coming back, it's okay, but you don't want to set up on the corner and have the ball end up in the middle of the plate. That's when he gets hit hard. Anybody will get hit hard that way.
1 out for Deanna Navarro. Navarro will be followed by Gabe Kapler, the right fielder. Here's a strike. 1-1.
Look at the quickness. Dallas Braden got the ball back. He's ready to go, so he is working with a nice pace today. That's when pitcher and catcher are working well together. When pitcher can get the ball, look in, and get a sign, let it go. Dallas does not shake. He just stares if he wants a different pitch.
Towards center field. A's have a man there. It's Rajai Davis. 2 outs. 1-2 to Gabe Kapler. Kapler reaches out, pokes it to left. Patterson toward the line. He's going to get there, and another 3-up, 3-down inning. 9 in a row retired. A's 1, Rays nothing. Bottom of the 3rd from the Coliseum. Mothers enjoying the game with their children. What a great sight, huh?
It's great for the kids if you have mother likes baseball. So
that helps. Yes, that is
Mom,
a good call.
Today I'm going to let you buy us tickets to go watch a baseball game on your special day, but you have to fork out the money.
Hey, Mom, I got an idea for Mother's Day. Let's go to the ball game. Shallow left field. Crawford coming in, and he will get there. Two and one to Derek Barton. Barton grounds it foul.
Derek yesterday with a run scoring single to give the A's entrance run, but also a sac fly. Amazing how quickly he can turn on pitches inside, but he waits so well that he can hit the ball deep enough to the opposite field to drive in a run if necessary, or take a shot up the middle. That's probably a copy of his run scoring single yesterday.
Another case of a guy who's keeping his hands back, right? I mean, he was out in front, on his front leg a little bit there, but.
Well, you got the trigger mechanism. You want to get the body moving. So you're using your whole body, but the key is you just don't take the bat with you as you're going forward. His mother, it's pretty good.
Yeah, she taught him well.
She's got a nice throw. She's got the catcher's throw.
Right from the ear?
Yep.
Throw from the ear.
Probably why he's got such a good arm.
A's with 4 hits now off Shields. As Ryan Sweeney steps in. Sweeney struck out looking in the first.
It's just his throw. This is his mother now.
Right from the ear.
Right over the top. That's pretty.
That is.
That is very good. If you put a cap on, you might think it was Derek. Hair's too long for him, though. He's always wearing it short.
She was probably a little league mom, no question about it. Line drive, and that's a base hit by Sweeney. 5 hits now for the A's off Shields.
Well, this is textbook hitting today, and facing Shields as he did last week on the road trip, and then facing him again this afternoon. They know the changeup. Watch again. Foot forward, bat back, and there's your pink bat. So a couple of hits today. Players using the pink bats. Landon Powell driving in a run. Ryan Sweeney with a base hit, and Jim Scanlon with the angle in which he is watching his hitters hit is perfect to see that the weight is back. I'm sure stressing that with the players, and they're following his lead today and staying back nicely.
First pitch to Kuzminov is outside.
There's the angle. Jim Scanlon, A's hitting coach, sits near the bat rack. Of course, he can talk to the hitters when they come over to get their bat selection. Also talk to them about the pitcher on the mound, and Jim does an excellent job.
Bounced off of the glove of Longoria, and it rolls into short left field. A run's going to score. Sweeney to third, 2-0 A's. So not only did Longoria not make the play, but it kicked away. And that helped out the A's big time.
And if you really follow the play, and I know our guys will, you'll see that Longoria diving, but watch what he does. He dives the ball off his glove, but he stays on his knees. Heads that base running by Ryan Sweeney because nobody was covering third. Longoria had to be very upset that he didn't catch the ball, but Barton is going to score. But watch Sweeney come around the ball into left field, and Longoria sitting and then quickly getting up and saying, "Yep." He's thinking also that it's better play for Barton to catch instead of ranging to his left. But you know, third baseman's taught, especially if you want a Gold Glove, that you can feel he can get anything. Boy, Ryan Sweeney, what a great job. Heads up, getting to third base with nobody covering the bag.
RBI chance for Eric Chavez, and there's the changeup on 1-0. Chavez swings and misses. Barton, Sweeney, and Kuzminoff with singles. And now 1-2, so Chavez have to protect. Off the plate, and we've said this many times, when you're facing a good pitcher, get him when you can, because there's a decent chance he will settle down at some point. Right now, the A's with 6 hits off of Shields. Eric Chavez just able to get a piece of that one.
Trying to stick a fastball by him, and Chavez trying to wait back, and that's where you just kind of protect. If you're looking for something off speed, you just get a fastball. You just want to try to make contact, give yourself another opportunity.
And Chavez swings and misses. The bread and butter pitch for Shields. Big strikeout there. That's his 3rd in the ball game.
Well, he stayed with it, and this one thrown very hard out of the strike zone, but going down very quickly. And you could see that the flight of the baseball looked like a strike, but then just took the last instant dive.
Quick throw to first, and Kuzminoff was able to get back. Breaking ball, and it missed just off the plate. Don't see a lot of breaking balls from Shields, but that was a pretty good one right there, but just missed. Salas fouled out to first in the 2nd inning.
Well, in addition to the curveball you saw to Rosales, Shields throwing a cutter slider, so a couple of strikeouts. He's gotten backdoor breaking balls or backdoor pitches. Could have been a fastball or the cutter. Velocity seems to be about the same.
Now 3-0. Eric Patterson waits in the on-deck circle. And that's high, and there's a walk. That's the first walk issued by James Shields. So the A's need a big hit here. They got them loaded with 2 outs. A run in here in the 3rd. So Patterson steps in. He struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Strike on the outside corner. Shields with the bases loaded, 2 outs, pitching from the windup.
We very rarely see anybody think about straight steal of home, and this would be the opportune time to do it with the pitcher pitching out of the windup. Ryan Sweeney, even though he has excellent speed, not really a daring threat to try to steal. Left-handed hitter makes it a little more difficult also. And it's not Rod Carew.
No, he's not.
Who would be heading down the line right now. Hall of Famer Rod Carew, the true steal of home.
2-2 now to Patterson. So wouldn't you agree, Ray, with the bases loaded, you don't really want to go to 3-2. 2-2's kind of the go pitch for the pitcher, right?
Yeah, well, he'll have to pitch out of the stretch. You figure if he gets to 3-2, we'll see if he gets that far.
Center field, Upton drifts over into left center field, and Patterson flies out. Dallas Braden has retired the first 9 hitters he has faced. So he's taken on the top of the order for the second time. Bartlett, Crawford, and Zobrist. And the 0-2 pitch just a little bit inside. Bartlett lined out to Kuzminov leading off the game. And now full count. So it was 0-2, now 3-2 to Bartlett. Bartlett is 1 for 8 in this series. Dribbles one, slowly to third. Kuzminov, a nice play, and they got Bartlett. So Kuzminov takes care of Bartlett. 1 away. Some of the updates on the disabled. Kurt Suzuki. Well, that's good news. He should start a quick rehab assignment this week. Mark Ellis still a couple weeks away. Brett Anderson's going to be out for a while, and Coco Crisp is getting closer. Those are one of the main names on that list.
Well, Ben Sheets sitting next to Coco is healthy after missing all of last year. Elbow surgery, and he's getting back to true form, but he said yesterday was the beginning of the rest of the season for him, and a good start for Ben to pick up the win, improve his record to 2-3 with 8 strikeouts, 6 1/3 innings. Thing about Ben yesterday, not only was the fastball good, but good curveball, but cutter, changeup. So he's added some off-speed pitches that really helped him yesterday keep the hitters off balance.
Better curveball, sounded like.
Yep, better curve. It's breaking sharply. Did hang one, but by and large, it was a good biting curveball down in the zone. Located his fastball extremely well.
Swing and a miss. Crawford strikes out, and that is strikeout number 3 for Dallas Braden.
Now this has been yesterday against these Tampa Bay Rays. Winning the second game of the series. There's the good biting curveball to Carlos Pena. Another one. Just max effort with every pitch, and he was nailing the corner. Pat Burrow, who hit a 3-run home run off of him in Tampa, got him yesterday. So good to see Ben Sheets have a great performance yesterday.
Well, the max effort thing, that's the way he goes at it.
Exactly.
I mean,
and he didn't want to come out of the game. 103 pitches, and he's not going to show up anybody, but you could tell that he wanted to keep the ball. Bullpen did a great job, and as always, starting pitcher appreciative of the bullpen, and there are plenty of guys down there now. 9 relievers.
So 1-2 to Zobrist. So Dallas Braden continues to get ahead of the hitters. just a bit high. 2-2 the count.
Speaking of that, Ben Sheets yesterday, 25 batters faced, 21 first pitch strikes. That is a tremendous percentage. So he was ahead right from the get-go, pitching to the hitters.
I think early strikes lead to better rhythm by the pitchers as well. 3-2 to Zobrist. Now Braden's going to go for a little walk on the mound.
See the breeze blowing the loose pants of Dallas Braden.
Pennington has it. Straightens up, fires across, and 12 up, 12 down for Dallas Braden. You are watching A's baseball on the home of the Athletics, Comcast Sportsnet California.
In high definition, never forget about that. Whether it's with your flip phone or you're watching Comcast Sportsnet California, in high definition. Flip video, not flip phone, flip video, right?
Flip video.
Yeah.
Pena takes care of that. And that's the first out. Rajay Davis is swinging a miss. I'm just looking at the standings and looking at the teams to think if a name pops into my head. And then sometimes you just get the feeling that you got no chance of figuring this one out.
Geigo just let the ball go through his legs. Did you see that? That's great.
There comes a time when you just don't have to make that effort.
Check this out.
He did the right thing.
He's got some good hands, good feet too. Just right through the wickets. Croquet. He is good.
Davis swings and misses, the ball in the dirt. And that's the second out. If I did that, it would hit me right in the shin and I'd be limping. Or I'd get a bad hop. And yeah.
Now batting.
So 4 strikeouts for Shields.
How about the kid from the Cubs the other day? Had 6 ribbies in the first major league
that's
at
a good
bat.
call. That's a good call. I think he is 19 too.
Yeah.
Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro. That's it. That's a big league name. There.
That is a good name. I like him just because of the name. Yeah. Starlin Castro, young shortstop.
Saw him in spring training, and he would look very impressive. Nobody thought he's going to be with the Cubs, but was looking for some offense. And he provided him in his first big league game. 6 runs batted in.
Pennington, another hard hit ball to right field, and this one's going to drop in front of Gabe Kapler. So Cliff Pennington is 1 for 3 with a base hit.
Pennington's speed, maybe test the arm, and the arm of Navarro, the catcher, and the move by James Shields. But a changeup, got up a little bit. I'll tell you, one of the best of blocking balls. This ball was not going to be caught by Gabe Kapler. Watches use his body, make sure the ball did not get past him. He was not going to just try to snatch at the ball with his gloves. So very smartly using his body to keep the ball in front of him.
A little bit inside to Derek Barton. Barton got the rally started in the 3rd inning with a 1-out single. He scored on Kuzmanov's hit. Two and 0. Rangers and the Royals are tied 4-4 in the 5th inning. Angels and the Mariners no score in the 4th inning. Derek Barton gets jammed, but he'll take it. And Cliff Pennington digging for 3rd. He's going to make it. Barton is going to get caught in a rundown, and now Pennington's coming home. Nobody's covering 3rd, but Shields gets back, and he dropped a ball. Now Pennington's going to try to score, and he will score.
Wow. Exciting Oakland A's baseball on Mother's Day, huh? Wow, what a play. Aggressiveness by both base runners, but you can see Derek Barton. If you were watching him, once the throw went to third, but Longoria, good job of cutting the ball off. Squibbed the ball into center field, so Pennington was going to go to third, although B.J. Upton, a tremendous arm in center field, kind of hesitated, but then took off. Longoria picking up the ball, and then saw Barton. But one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher involved in a play. James Shields there could not handle it, and far enough away that Pennington with his speed was able to score. So many times you see a rundown, you see a play, pitchers do not need to get involved.
Nope.
Usually good things don't happen, whether they get hurt. In this case, he couldn't handle the throw back from his catcher.
But it was either him or nobody else covering third.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Shields went to back up the throw, and then when the rundown occurred, he was really the only guy who could cover third, and he did not make the play. Right field, that's a base hit. Barton comes in to score, and the A's lead 4-0.
Well, again, Navarro getting the ball from Longoria with Shields covering third base, and the throw coming down the line is good job by Pennington forcing the throw there, and then a little bit offline. Looked like Shields tried to grab the ball and tag quickly, with Pennington getting back to the bag and no chance to get Pennington. And Ryan Sweeney jumped on a 1-0 pitch, 0-1 pitch, and gets another run.
So it's, from what we understand, it's a base hit, obviously, and an error, E2.
Yeah, E2 on the play back because it's all a continuation play.
But you talk about a costly error as far as how many bases it gives up.
Oh, yeah.
Barton ended up at third. So not only did it allow a run to score, but Barton ends up at third. So that is a huge, huge mistake by the Rays.
And you can see Barton when he's clapping his hand, he was clapping saying,
that's right.
I didn't get picked off at second by Longoria. And, you know, again, the smart base runner was Cliff Pennington by getting in the rundown. Once Barton had rounded and going to second, they were going to get him easily. So immediately, Cliff Pennington got in a rundown between third and home, and that's the best thing he could have done. He forced the issue, forced the bad throw, and the A's picked up a run because of it. And actually two, because that should have been the third out.
Sweeney takes off, and it's rolled foul. So really, if you think about it, Ray, Barton forced a rundown, and so did Pennington.
Yeah.
And if they didn't force the rundown, they both would have been out easily. But they did the next best thing, and it ended up working out beautifully.
Well, play occurred yesterday with the A's on defense in the 7th inning. We'll talk about it in a minute, where a pitcher looked like he was going to get involved in the play. Second and third contact play. Powell running the runner back to third. Ended up getting in a rundown. Derek Barton came from first base, jumped in front of the A's pitcher to take the throw and make the tag, because the runner could have crushed the pitcher.
Sweeney going on 3-2 again, and Kuzminov strikes out. A's with 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning add to their lead. It's now 4-0. Top of the 5th inning. Runs for Dallas Braden. Longoria bunts it, and it's going to triple foul. The Boo Birds are out.
Still early enough in the game to do it. And not talking about the 9th inning, and the fans booing probably because they see the zeros on the board for the Rays, but just smart base runner, smart hitting to just try to get something started. And that's called respect of the pitcher on the mound. Dallas Braden pitching extremely well, as he has proven with the 12 up, 12 down.
Longoria hit a fly ball to center field in his first at bat. That was in the 2nd inning, and he's behind in the count 0-2. So again, Braden jumps out ahead. fastball, maybe a little bit too much of the plate. Longoria fouled it back. Longoria has faced Braden 13 times in his career. He's 3 for 13. Got him swinging. Straight changeup, 69 miles per hour.
Number 2, B.J. Upton.
Right to Kuzminov. Throw to first. A's with a 4-0 lead, bottom of the 5th inning from the Coliseum. Chavez, Rosales, and Patterson. James Shields back to work. That was pitch number 77 for Shields. He has not been sharp today, and he has not got a whole lot of help. Crawford goes back. He's got it. So Eric Chavez is 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Adam Rosales.
Now batting,
I think one of the hardest things for a pitcher, and they will tell you normally they do not change their game plan if they've had success, and Shields did against the A's in St. Tampa at their home park, striking out 12. But you start thinking, well, I just faced them. What's it going to be like? What are they going to be looking for? But he has to stay in his normal game. It's just a matter if he can make the pitches, keep the changeup down, which on occasions he has not, left the pitches up. The fastball location, you really don't change that much. One of the best pitchers is one who can tell you what's coming and still get you out. Then you know you don't have to change anything.
There's not a lot of those. But Shields' changeup is probably in that category.
You know, one thing as a catcher, you tell the hitter what's coming. More times than not, you'll get him out because he won't believe you.
So now you're messing with his mind a little bit.
So here comes a fastball. Why didn't you hit it? Said, I didn't believe you. Come on, man. You can trust me.
Yeah, that would mess with the guy more than anything. Fossey seems like a nice guy. Would he lie to me?
That's why you get sometimes with runners at second base that are very good at looking at the catcher and going through a sequence of signs that he can figure out what pitches been thrown, and you can relay those to the hitter. There are some hitters will say, don't tell me. I don't want to know what's coming. But others who say, you tell me if you tell me the location, you tell me the pitch is coming, I'll take any help I can get.
Rosales, a line drive, right center field. Upton can't get it and rolls past him. Kapler's backing up, but he's not going to get it in quickly enough, and Rosales is going to be at second base.
Good hitting by Adam Rosales, staying back on the 2-strike pitch. Upton going for it. Unlike Kapler, did not use his body when he went into the slide, the dive to keep the ball in front of him. And Rosales running hard, seeing the miss by Upton. Even though Kapler backed up, still able to get to second. You leave your feet like that, it's hard just to throw your glove up and keep the ball in front of you.
So that'll bring up Patterson. Rosales will get a double. Rosales his 4th double of the year. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Patterson a strikeout and a fly ball to center field. He's 1 for 7 in the series. He has just 5 hits in his last 34 at bats. Strike in the outside corner with the curveball, 1-2.
A changeup, of course, with Shields and Braden both throwing the changeup any count. Usually, well, it doesn't matter. We've seen Dallas Braden today 0-2 throwing good changeups, giving hitters off balance.
Broken bat grounder. Zobrist has it. Patterson's retired for the 2nd out, and Rosales goes to 3rd.
But if you have a good changeup, I think at times a pitcher would like to fall behind in the count, because hitters have a tendency to look for something hard when they're ahead of the count. That's why a good changeup can work very effectively.
There's your difference from the last start against the A's, which was on the 28th of April. He's actually jumped out to a 1-0 lead in that game against Shields. Landon Powell got the A's on the board in the 2nd inning with a 2-out RBI single. Another opportunity here for Powell. It was his 1st run batted into the year and his 2nd hit. The Mariners have scored 5 times in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're still batting, so they lead the Angels 5-0.
That's a week's worth of offense for them, the way they've been struggling.
See what they did today? They fired their hitting coach, did the Seattle Mariners. Alan Cockrell this morning. Alan Cockrell fired as the hitting coach for the Mariners.
And you know every one of the hitters saying it wasn't his fault,
Nope.
and how true that is. Because the hitting coach can only work his best and try to help the hitters, but he can't hit for them. He does not walk to the plate with them.
On the 2-1 pitch, home plate umpire Jim Wolf rings up Landon Powell.
Yeah,
Boy, if that's his 2-strike call, I'd like to see his 3rd strike call. Hang in there, Jim. Ha! 2-2.
The fans noticed it too. Yeah, this is.
We all make mistakes, so he's allowed.
It's 2 strikes. You are 2nd strike.
See ya. Right there, he's like, oh man.
He'd be doing a Leslie Nielsen if it's a strike 3. He'd be moonwalking, backpedaling. There it is. It's the same one. It's the same call.
Exact same call.
Your mom's, supports you in, everything you do, and I mean, you go for 4 with 4 punch outs and make 2 errors at short, and your mom tells you it's the greatest game you've ever played. They're just always positive, always, picking you up, and that's how my mom was growing up. Just always, just always there to, for support, and telling me that, I was doing great, and even if I was doing terrible.
Struck him out swinging. Ibar strikes out for the 2nd time.
Did we have a Bloomberg report showing the lack of 0-2 changeups that Dallas Braden threw? He's thrown all of them today, it seems. Every 0-2. And again, that's something that's hard to do. So you know how good of a changeup Braden has, that he can throw it 0-2. And he got Longoria last inning, 0-2. This time it was 1-2 to Ibar, but still, with 2 strikes, does a good job.
And he gets ahead to Deanna Navarro, 8th place hitter. Navarro hit a fly ball to center field in the third. 16 in a row retired by Dallas Braden. Two and one. Braden has thrown 68 pitches. Foul territory. Kuzminov racing over, and it's going to be Kuzminov makes the catch. 2 outs.
Dallas Braden really hustling to get to that position to probably be the guy calling for Kuzminov, as Landon Powell was going for it as well.
Number 19.
Dallas very quick on the mound, and immediately he's going over to try to catch the ball, but then realized his third baseman was there and did a little directing at that point.
Fastball inside corner, a strike to Gabe Kapler. Kapler hit a fly ball to left field in the third. Strike 2 inside corner. 0-2. And that is just foul. Saw Kapler step out a little bit. Quite frankly, if you're a hitter and the pitcher's in a groove, probably a good idea, but not all hitters like to do that.
Well, especially for Dallas Braden, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's not wasting any time walking around the mound. He does not need. He's taking more time now to put his shirt tail in, louse it out a little bit. He does not need to speed up his game by walking off the mound or actually licking his lip if he so desires, and try to speed it up a little bit. He is ready to go.
.209's happy so far.
Well, his grandmother's here, Peggy Lindsay. She is here watching today, probably not in section 209. She probably has some great seats, family section. His grandmother, very special to Dallas Braden. Matter of fact, last year he had a bereavement. He went home to take care of his grandmother and came back to Tampa, as a matter of fact, to face these Rays, and pitched well and won. So section 209 filling up, and again, 3 days prior to when Dallas Braden pitches here is when those tickets go on sale. Those are $24 tickets, but you can get them for $12. And today, folks in that section got an autographed Dallas Braden photo card. He'll have a meet and greet with the folks from section 209.
Down the left field line, and it's going to be deep but foul. That one hit a long ways by Kapler, but he really never left the batter's box. He knew it was foul.
But Kapler's a tough guy to try to throw off speed because he doesn't move, no stride. He is just strictly an upper body swing and very strong. So that helps him stay back, especially in the off-speed pitches.
Reaches for that one and rolls it foul. He's hanging in there against Braden. Another pop-up foul. This one's straight back just below us.
Just note on those tickets, oaklandathletics.com/209. Approximately 3 days prior to Dallas Braden starts, you can get those discounted tickets, section 209. Game dates and prices are subject to change, subject to availability, but let them know to support Dallas Braden and the A's.
Another foul ball.
That's 10.
Well, Ray, I'm sorry, with Braden pitching today, and then he will, not exactly sure when he'll pitch on the road trip, but probably in Anaheim over the weekend, right? So he would have a home start next week.
Yeah, he should be pitching Friday, because I think with the off day tomorrow, they're staying in the same four-man rotation.
Yeah.
The first one, I think, for Justin Duxer's spot, which would need a 5th starter, which would be probably be next.
I think Saturday.
Right, the day after. So it'll start Tuesday through Saturday. So balanced.
So he'll start next week at some point in the middle of the week. Pop up, foul territory again. Kuzminoff again. He's got it. Side retired. And now it's back to the top of the order for the A's.
There's the man with a strikeout and 2 pop-ups to his third baseman in foul territory. Dallas Braden retiring 18 in a row with a 4-0 lead, looking for his 4th win of the season.
18 in a row to start the game.
Oh, didn't I say that?
Oh no, I was just
to start the game. So you don't want to say what's really happening.
That's right. See, that's right.
And I know our good friend Monty Moore is probably watching the game today down in Porterville, and he's saying, Ray, Glenn, talk about it. Doesn't matter. You cannot control it from the broadcast booth. And Dallas Braden has a perfect game.
He's right.
That's right.
In honor of the great Monty Moore.
That's right.
Perfect game for Dallas Braden so far.
And we all know, I mean, granted, players, you don't talk, and, you know, there have been some no-hitters going on in baseball where they say, wow, look at the dugout. His catcher's talking to him. Well, yeah, you're planning what you're going to do the next inning.
Probably a good idea. Right?
Yeah, you're always talking to your pitcher. You don't care what's going on.
0-2 to Pennington. Shoots one left center, but Crawford steps to his left. He's got it. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. A's with 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th off James Shields. They have 10 hits off the right-hander.
And half of those kind have gone opposite field or center field, and always a great indication, especially with a change-up specialist, that you can stay back and kind of go opposite field. Jamie Moore, you're at 47. Just pitched a 2-hit shutout for the Philadelphia Phillies this week. There is your change-up master.
Yeah.
There's a guy that you think about opposite field, but the Braves evidently did not in the game against him. He was outstanding at 47. Is it the oldest to pitch a shutout?
I think I read that.
Yeah.
Has he got 262 wins now? Is that right? Or 252 or 262 for?
I think 62.
I think it's 62.
He's in the upper part. But Jamie might be eligible to collect Social Security before he retires.
Still be pitching. 262 is the career win total for Jamie Moore.
He is good. He can baffle more hitters than a guy throwing 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
Just watching the game, the highlights of the game, and Jamie, of course, when he pitched for Seattle, we saw him more times than last time he came with the Phillies. And you watch Jamie after he leaves the mound, he looks at the home plate umpire and says, great job. I think that will get some points in the future. And he did the same thing after his last outing, which knows the umpire behind the plate can control a lot that's going on.
Probably times when it's very hard to do, but he does it every time.
But if he just gets one close call in a critical situation, it's worth it.
Base hit for Derek Barton. He is 3 for 4, and he just keeps hitting. So that'll bring up Brian Sweeney.
That 2-strike hitting, Barton waiting, front foot planted, and then unloaded with a strong swing.
Couple of hits for Sweeney in the ball game, including an RBI single in the 4th. So Sweeney now with 19 runs batted in. 1 ahead of Kevin Kuzminoff for the team lead. Kuzminoff has an RBI today as well. Rolls and foul.
Still not a lot of power in the A's lineup, but they're doing it the right way. They're getting the big hits with runners in scoring position. Good base running.
19 home runs total for the A's this year. That's 12th out of the 14 teams. A's have managed to find other ways to score runs. Hit hard, bobbled by the shortstop Bartlett, but he was hit hard enough where he had time to recover. Throws out Sweeney. Back to work for Dallas Braden and the A's. They lead 4-0. 7th inning. No hits for the Rays so far. Braden will face the top of the order. Bartlett, Crawford, and Zobrist.
12-pitch at bat by Gabe Kapler for the final out of the 6th inning. He is had, by my count, 3-2 counts today.
And there's a line drive right at Patterson. 1 out. Sometimes you got to catch a break, and that was a pretty hittable pitch, but Bartlett lined it right at Patterson. 1 out. Crawford, a ground out and a strikeout. Bounced over the mound. Rosales quickly to first. 2 outs.
Well, I like that after a 12-pitch at bat by Kapler, 20 last inning. 4 pitches this inning, 2 outs. And 2 very tough hitters in Bartlett and Crawford.
And here comes Zobrist. And Wheeler throwing in the Rays bullpen. Mike Leake, rookie right-hander for the Cincinnati Reds, took a no-hitter into the 6th inning today, but lost it. Our favorite Cub, Starlin Castro, got the base. We're talking about this guy like he's going to the Hall of Fame.
He had a week's worth of RBIs in the first game.
People are going, who are they talking about? 1-1 to Zobrist. Fly ball, right field. Sweeney coming in. He's got it. Dallas Braden has not allowed a hit in the first 7 innings to the Rays. Bottom of the 7th coming up. A's with a 4-0 lead. Kuzmanov's going to lead it off. So Dallas Braden, to say he's been sharp and on top of his game would obviously be an understatement. New pitcher, so when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. The right-hander Dan Wheeler comes in. Wheeler's 12th appearance, good ERA. He's got a win. And he faces Kuzmanov, Chavez, and Rosales. First appearance in this series for Wheeler. Couple of hits for Kuzmanov, including an RBI single in the 3rd. He also singled and scored in the 2nd. 0-2.
Banjo Man's got everybody excited below us.
There he is. Kuzmanov swings and misses, so first hitter Wheeler faces is a strikeout. And that'll bring up Eric Chavez.
Designated hitter, number 3, Eric Chavez.
Texas still leading Kansas City 5-4. That game in the 7th inning. Seattle 5, the Angels nothing in the 7th. Minnesota shut out Baltimore today 6-0. So the Twins now 21-11 on the year. Nick Blackburn pitched very well. He got the win. Mattis takes the loss. Got Joe Mauer back in the lineup today. He was the designated hitter for the Twins. Cleveland beat Detroit 7-4. Mitch Talbot, 4-2 for the Indians. He came over from the Rays for Kelly Shopik in the offseason. He's pitched very well for the Indians. Yankees and the Red Sox will be the national game tonight. Yankees have won 6 in a row, and they'll go for the sweep at Fenway. A.J. Burnett and John Lester, the matchup there.
Geez, the Yankees and Red Sox, the network Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, caught me off guard there.
Didn't think that would ever happen.
So a note today where in the last 15 games between the Yankees and the Red Sox, Yankees have won 13 of them.
Yeah.
So that's probably not sitting all that well for the fans at Fenway.
Well, it started last year in the first 8 the Red Sox won.
That's right, and since then,
yeah.
yeah. In fact, we have fun when we go to Fenway Park. It's so easy to mess with the fans and the crew guys who are all Red Sox fans. You just walk in and you say, Yankees are pretty good. Oh my gosh, they want to fight you right then and there. And then you just kind of walk out, get them all worked up. Inside to Eric Chavez, so Chavy's aboard. Good game for Adam Rosales. He's been on base a couple times with a double and a walk. First pitch to Rosales is outside. Rosales' double was a line drive that Upton dove for, could not get it, and it rolled past him. That allowed him to go to second base. Swing and a miss on a fastball from Wheeler.
I wonder how many folks have been watching this game on Comcast Sportsnet California in Stockton and said, Dallas Braden's pitching well. Maybe we'll get in the car and go down and watch the final few innings.
Better hurry up.
See if section 209 is filled up a little bit. Those folks are happy today, sitting in section 209, the first. We hope as many days in which Dallas Braden and that area code 209 Stockton sign. That's in left field, isn't it? It's a group of
the Stockton
field.
209 sign is out in left field.
You have to get one of those made up for the section 209 here at the Coliseum. There's one there too?
No, so I was just saying section 209 is just the second level, and it's down the right field line, about right above the dugout.
Well, it's a little bit beyond the dugout towards the bullpen.
Yeah.
Section 213 is directly behind the dugout.
Pretty good seat.
Yep. Excellent seat. They can actually see Dallas Braden right now sitting in the dugout.
Rosales strikes out.
He's our guy.
So a couple of strikeouts for Wheeler here at the bottom of the 7th.
I think if you're living in the 209 and you're seeing and hearing us talk about Dallas Braden, who still lives in Stockton, drives to the park, sleeps in his own bed, you got to be thinking that this guy's going to come to work every day. Living in Stockton, we can drive down at least when he pitches.
That's true. It's the least you can do, right?
Support him.
Eric Patterson facing Wheeler for the first time, takes low. Patterson is 0 for 3, strikeout, fly out, and a ground out. Foul straight back. In the National League, Ubaldo Jimenez, the very fine pitcher for the Rockies, is trying to go to 7-0 on the season. Right now, the Dodgers are leading the Rockies 1-0 in the 7th inning. Foul straight back. Tim Lincecum was trying to go to 5-0 today, but he got a no decision. Giants won a wild one, but Lincecum did not get the win.
Game in which the Mets were not able to come back and win it in walk-off style this time.
It was ugly weather there from what I understand. Cold and windy in New York. In the dirt, blocked by Navarro. The Blue Jays scored 4 times, Ray, in the top of the 9th inning at Chicago and beat the White Sox 9-7. Fred Lewis hit a 3-run homer off Bobby Jenks to give them the 8-7 lead, and then Alex Gonzalez an RBI single. So that's a final. Toronto 9, the White Sox 7. The Blue Jays are hanging in there. They are 19-14 now with that win, so they're playing pretty good baseball.
When you have a threat and you're down, they were by a couple of runs, you've got a guy who can hit a home run. They've got several.
They've got a bunch.
Yeah, as we saw in the last series last weekend, 10 home runs. The Jays hit against the A's in a 4-game series.
Swing and a miss by Patterson on an off-speed pitch. So here's Braden. He's facing Longoria, Pena, and Upton, and the first pitch is high. 89 pitches for Dallas Braden in the ball game. No walks, 5 strikeouts. He is not allowed a base runner. 3 of his strikeouts have been swinging, 2 have been looking.
Well, his pitch count has been outstanding with the exception of the 20 pitch 6th inning. The 4th pitcher through 7 innings. Be perfect.
Catfish finished it off.
Yes, he did.
He got the last 6 outs.
And Alfonso Soriano with Harden pitching. A bloop base hit to center field in the 8th.
Strike inside corner. Jim Wolf did it again. He did.
Yeah.
1-2 in the dirt. All right, here's the 1-1 pitch. Hey, ha. Change up, center field. Davis trots in. He's got it. 1 out. The day so far for Dallas Braden. Man, he jumped ahead of hitters and then just finished them off.
Well, the thing that he has done very effective with that pitch inside, he has worked so well the inside part of the plate. And that change up, Carl Crawford in the dirt, but he has had all of his pitches working, even a curveball back door.
Here's Carlos Pena. 0 for 2. Popped up, foul territory. Kuzmanov sprinting over. He's got it right in front of the A's dugout. What a play by Kuzmanov. 2 outs.
Kuz is liking that sound because that is a rule. Kuz. Good hustle. He's got his teammates to help him if he goes in the dugout after he catches it. They're there somewhere.
Number 2.
Of course, 2 weeks ago is when Derek Barton went in the visiting dugout. Ended up fracturing his finger. Hitting the bench hard.
There's your foul territory.
Oh, that's right. That's a good point.
Man. Grounded hard but foul by B.J. Upton. .95 pitches for Braden. Setting up inside, and he's ahead in the count. 0-2. Fan right on the railing, got up, walked to the edge of the railing, reached out and made the play.
You better keep that baseball.
Keep that baseball, indeed.
Maybe it's something special that you can talk about for a long time.
0-2. Braden's ready, setting up inside. Struck him out. Strikeout number 6 for Braden. 24 up, 24 down. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 4-0 Athletics. It's Andy Sonnenstein who takes over. So Dan Wheeler in inning. And now Sonnenstein faces Landon Powell, who hits one high into the sun. Struggling is Kapler, and he's able to. He did not catch it. I thought he got it. It went over his head. He was scuffling with that ball right from the get-go.
Well, the wind blowing hard today like it was yesterday when Zobrist, who was playing right field, got caught with a ball hit by Kuzminoff, and Gabe Kapler just lost it. Then the wind took it and is not able to get back. Maybe the warning track or the wall slowed him down a little bit, thinking about the wall as he was backing up.
So Rajay Davis will hit. Davis is 0 for 3. He struck out and grounded out. Nothing wrong with an insurance run either at this point. You never know. Fastball is high. A double by Powell. Hit number 12 for the A's in the afternoon. Cliff Pennington will hit next. Strike 2-1 if you're just joining us. Dallas Braden, a perfect game through 8 innings.
Just joining us, welcome, because
don't leave.
Yeah, and you've missed a lot of good things so far. A very well played game by the A's. Some clutch hitting earlier, and the A's scored 4 runs in the first 3 innings.
Nice play by the second baseman Zobrist to get Davis, but Rajay does his job and gets Landon Powell the third.
Time now for the Jeep drive of the game. A drive which has scored the A's first run, a base hit off James Shields to left field, left center by Landon Powell. That came in the second inning, scoring Kevin Kuzminoff. The A's have scored another in the third, 2 unearned runs in the fourth that really right now are big runs. That gave the A's a 4-0 lead where it stands now. So Shields another very good performance, although not as good as the start in Tampa. Still 4 runs, only 2 earned. No offense today by his club.
Infield comes in. Pennington hits one high to left, or high to center, excuse me. Powell tags. Upton has it, and Landon Powell's not going to take a chance. Anybody else, it's probably a sacrifice fly, but not with Landon Powell.
Not anybody else, at least going to try. And the decision that wasn't a tough decision to make for Mike Gallegos.
Derek Barton.
So with 2 outs, Powell still at third. Here's Derek Barton, who is 3 for 4. 3 singles, and he has scored a couple of runs. So the average up to 299 for Barton. In the top of the 9th, the 3 scheduled hitters that Braden will face: Willie Ibar, Deanna Navarro, and Gabe Kapler. Ibar and Navarro both switch hitters. Kapler, a right-handed hitter.
Now, there are times in a game like this, a manager will pinch hit guys just for the sake of somebody different facing a guy who's been perfect. Dallas Braden's pitch count is great. The last 2 innings, he's hardly thrown any. 7 in the 7th, 9 in the 8th. He has 97 total, just 17 in those last 2 innings. Talk to him, Adam. Say hello to your teammate there.
That's low to Barton. Well, looking at the bench for the Rays, they have 2 right-handed hitters, Pat Burrell, Sean Rodriguez, and 2 left-handed hitters, Reed Brignac and John Jaso. So that is the pinch hitting options for John Madden if he decides to do that against Braden in the top of the 9th. Barton takes a 3-0 pitch in there for a strike.
Well, Landon Powell and Dallas Braden have worked great together today, and that's always very important in a game that has been special so far for Dallas Braden. Work in sync with your catcher.
3-1 pitch. Back to the screen. 3-2.
And I think the biggest thing too, as we talked earlier in the game, the A's winning 2 of 3 against the Rangers, who are still leading Kansas City 5-4 in the 8th inning in Arlington. But for the A's losing the first game, Rich Harden and the Rangers lost the first game of this series against the Tampa Bay Rays. So against the Rangers, came back 1-2 in a row to take the series, trying to do the same this afternoon against the Rays.
Barton checks his swing and hits one foul past Landon Powell.
Against a team that had only lost 1 game on the road before yesterday. Joe Madden, a couple of things that have not gone his way today in the Rays' way.
Another 3-2 to Barton. Hits one to right field. Kapler's there. He's got it side retired. We're going to keep it right here and keep a close eye on Dallas Braden. Jackets off. He's ready to go. He's retired the first 24 hitters he has faced this afternoon. He is 3 outs away.
You know what Diamond Vision should do is should play Stockton 209 again. Just like they do when he took the mound. It always takes the mound here. The Stockton 209 song for Dallas Braden. And today, of course, the first day of his special section of folks from the 209 area code here in attendance.
Not a bad showing, huh? Well, let's see if some history can be made. Dallas Braden, the crowd, some of them starting to rise to their feet already as he faces Willie Ibar, the switch hitter, leading it off. Braden's first pitch, strike on the outside corner. Pop-up foul, and it's 0-2. Braden has been terrific in getting ahead of hitters today all day. Ibar has struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. 0-2. In the dirt, blocked by Powell. Deanna Navarro, the switch hitting catcher, is in the on deck circle.
16 of 25 first pitch strikes for Dallas Braden. Always important for a pitcher.
That changeup floats high. 2-2.
That was pitch number 101 for Dallas Braden. Throughout baseball, you have not the tickers anymore. You have the computers working.
Barton has it. 1 out.
But all across baseball, you're reading, if you're an opposing team, what is happening in Oakland right now.
So here comes Deanna Navarro, the switch hitter. A 153 batting average for Navarro.
And Joe Madden going with his lineup with Kapler in the on deck circle.
Braden kicks the first pitch to Navarro. Outside corner, strike 1.
Backdoor slider for the strike.
Line drive. Patterson in left. Reaches up. He's got it. 2 outs. A line shot. Patterson hauled it in. 1 out away is Dallas Braden.
Well, when you're having a special day, these line drives find the glove of one of your fielders. Section 209 ecstatic. As are the 12,228 on hand today.
First pitch to Kapler, just a bit high.
Kapler's last at bat, 12 pitches before a pop-up to Kevin Kuzminoff. This is a tough one because he waits so well at the plate.
Strike outside corner, 1-1. 2-1. Went with a fastball, ran it just a little in on Kapler.
Last 3-2 count to Zobrist in the 4th inning.
Three and one.
Supposed to be inside, left it outside.
Pennington, he's got it. Throw it up first. He did it. He did it. Dallas Braden has thrown a perfect game. Holy cow, he did it.
Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
There you see the point to the 209 section. Unbelievable performance by Dallas Braden. He faced 27 hitters and retired them all.
You know, I'm just thinking with what happened here against the Yankees and Alex Rodriguez, the Yankees are playing in Boston. Probably all eyes on Dallas Braden. Dallas Braden is a pitcher. He is a pitcher.
Dallas Braden's grandmother,
Peggy Lindsay. Wow. I think that's who he pointed to first before he looked to section 209.
So all of his teammates surrounding him just outside the A's dugout. Well, what a moment for Dallas Braden.
Well, his grandmother's meant so much to him in his life. Let's go eat.
So May 10th, 2010, on Mother's Day, Dallas Braden, a perfect game. Awesome.
Well, that point also to the Rays dugout. There's several still on the field.
So it was a ground ball to Cliff Pennington by Gabe Kapler, and that's what wrapped it up. And Dallas Braden is standing by. Dallas, what can we say? Congratulations. It was unbelievable.
You ain't got nothing to say. It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Dallas, your first day, section 209. Your fans here from Stockton. All the things that you've gone through culminated this afternoon right here on this field on Mother's Day. How special?
Pretty good.
How about with grandmother?
Pretty good. Pretty good. She deserves that. Without a doubt, she deserves that.
Well, and you deserve it too. I know you've battled through some injuries lately, but you know, tell us, when did you start thinking about this? You were jumping ahead of hitters. You were throwing everything for strikes. And at what point did you say, you know what, I got it going today. Something may happen here.
Well, you know, I really don't focus on stuff like that. It's a great game. Their guy was going good early. He hit some speed bumps, so we were just looking to kind of take advantage of that and get him out of there as soon as possible. He's a great arm over there. And once we got in our groove, and I started feeling myself a little, I knew I was getting ahead, like you said. And I mean, you never imagine all those goose eggs. You just try to go out there and compete.
Well, Dallas, the last one he talked about is Mark Burley. Your final out, Gabe Kapler, 12 pitch at bat. The time before you got him out. Take us through the final at bat, what you were thinking with one more out for a perfect game.
I was thinking it was either going to be a knuckleball or a gyro ball or maybe underhand right-handed. I don't know. Just any way to get him out of there. He was battling the AB before. I knew he was going to come again. You know, none of those guys are easy outs. It's a pretty tough lineup over there to turn over. So, you know, things just went right today.
Well, Dallas, you're a pretty confident guy. Were you nervous at all heading out to the mound for the top of the ninth?
You know what? If this is the worst point in my life that I've got to be nervous about, I think I'll be okay.
Dallas, and unfortunately with Kurt Suzuki on the disabled list, you've had different catchers. All your teammates surrounding you right now, still on the field. Everybody's still standing here, the 12,000 plus. But talk about your catcher, Landon Hall, today, how you guys were able to work together, because to be honest, I did not see a lot of shaking from you with Landon this afternoon.
No, I think I could have fell asleep out there because he was, I mean, he was doing it, putting the right fingers down every time. I'm fortunate enough to play with him for the better part of my career, 4 or 5 years or so. So it's not like we're strangers, you know. We're pretty comfy with each other, and I know that when he gets back there, he's all business and he's going to have a game plan in place. And today we executed.
Well, Dallas, you look to your right, all your teammates are still waiting for you. How does that feel?
Feels pretty cool. Feels pretty cool. You know, it's without a doubt a team effort. You got 8 guys out there chasing balls and knocking balls down for me. So. You know what? This is ours, not just mine. This is ours.
But a couple of things too. Last year we showed what happened on Mother's Day when Vernon Wells lined the ball off your hand. You told Walt Horn, "Don't tell the manager I want to stay in the game." You did. Here you come back on Mother's Day 2010 and pitch a perfect game.
Yeah, it's not bad. I guess a year in perspective. You know, I always tease Vernon. He didn't hit it hard enough. But 109 off the bat, that'll get anybody. Yeah. But you know what? A year later, you don't expect anything like this. I'm just kind of happy to be putting on the costume a year later.
Well, you are great.
Well, you know what, Dallas? We're proud of you, and we're proud to be part of it. Nice job.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
So you saw the graphic grade, just the 19th perfect game in Major League history. Think about that. This game's been played for over 100 years, and only 19 guys have done it. Dallas Braden is one of them.
You know, you sit here and you watch it as we were fortunate to do today. And I could be honest, I've caught a no-hitter, never seen a perfect game. And you just have that feeling with so many quirky things that can happen in a game. An error, a walk. I mean, all these things can happen. But as Mark Burley felt last year, that everybody talked about, and now we get to see it firsthand, a perfect game thrown. We're 27 up, 27 down. The pitch count was great. What, 3 and 2 counts all day. 12 pitch at bat by Gabe Kapler. All these things. And he walks off the mound or sprints off the mound with a perfect game. Folks, all of those who have seen this game on Comcast Sportsnet California, you have witnessed something special today.